Hey everyone, today I'm working on this '07 Ford Mustang GT with a 4.6 engine in it. I'm going to be replacing the VCT solenoid on the driver's side valve cover over here. In case you're wondering what VCT stands for, it's variable camshaft timing solenoid. It basically changes oil flow to the camshaft actuators. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how to change out the solenoid. Okay, so the VCT solenoid on the driver's side sits right here. It's basically on the top of the valve cover. You can simply squeeze the connector and pull it up like that. Now the steps I'm taking are just the normal ones that I take. You can do it in whatever step that you want to. There's not really a right or a wrong way to do these steps as long as you just do it all. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and remove the vacuum hose, which is connected to the intake right behind the throttle body right there, and then down on the valve cover. Go ahead and remove that, set it off to the side. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull the wiring off the wiring loom. Go ahead and pull that up right there. Now you do have to take the coils out because the coils are mounted to the top of the valve cover. So now I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the coil wires one at a time. They all have squeeze clips on them. You just squeeze them, pull them up. Try not to pull on the wires themselves, just pull on the connector. So once that's up out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and get me a socket and remove the coils. Okay, so I'm using a 9/32 socket, which is too big. Okay, so I'm using a 7mm socket in order to take the bolts off from the coils. Just going to loosen them all up for now. Go one by one all the way until you get to the back. Once you get all the bolts loosened up, you can go ahead and remove them all, set them off to the side. Before you pour the coils, if you have an air compressor, go ahead and blow anything out from around the coils that you can. You don't want any of that grass or dirt and debris to fall down into on top of the spark plugs. Alright, now I get the air. Now everything's clean. Go ahead and just start pulling your coils up. I usually set them on top of the engine cover right there. Now you'll need to remove this vacuum line right here. You should be able to reach up underneath here and squeeze the clip. If you can't get it to squeeze, or you need a pair of pliers, you might have to take the cover off. It just takes a couple of 10 or 4 10mm to get that cover off, but you should be able to squeeze it underneath there. Just going to pull that back out of the way. So now you'll need to go onto the valve cover on the front here and pull up the wiring off from the little tabs. There's one down here on the bottom. Pull it straight up. So now you'll need to get you a rag and put it right underneath here, right where the fuel connection is, because you're going to be breaking the fuel line on it. You'll need to pull the clip off, just push it back, pop it out of place, and then get you some fuel line removers. May have to relieve the pressure going towards the front of the engine, but push that in there like that, and then slide the fuel line back. Try and hang on to it. If you've had it running, don't put your face right down there because you will have some fuel come out. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is put the rag over it like this and wrap it, and that way whenever I pull it out, because I just had this running. Okay, now I got it off. I'm going to put it back underneath here. You can see a little bit of fuel that came out, but not bad. You'll need to push this back out of the way a little bit. It just allows you to bring the valve cover straight up and out of there. You need to get you an 8mm ratchet or socket. Follow the dipstick down, and there's a bolt underneath the valve cover there that's hanging onto the dipstick. Don't know if you can see my wrench or not, but I got my wrench on it right there. You just need to undo it. Kind of hard to see it from the top. Okay, so once you get that bolt out of there from the dipstick will be able to move. And there's the bolt, so just bring it up and set it off to the side. Okay, so now I'm going to take a 5/16 inch socket. I'm going to go around and get all the valve cover bolts off. You'll be able to see them all the way around. I'm going to set the camera down right here so that I can work on it. I do have a swivel on the end of my extension there. So just line that up. Go ahead and loosen up all the valve cover bolts now. If it's in there correctly, the valve cover bolts shouldn't come out on their own. If you yank on them hard enough, they will. Go ahead and loosen them all up. Okay, so now I'm using a 15-inch extension. I'm using this to get to the back valve cover bolts on the back side. You might have to stick your hand down there to get the socket on the actual head of the bolt. Once it's on there, you should be able to twist it off the same as the others. Okay, I only have a couple more to do. There's one on this back top side of the valve cover. One kind of in the center right here. Now if you haven't had your valve cover off, it might stick quite a bit, and if you haven't had it off lately and you haven't replaced the valve cover gasket, you may need to buy one. Now at the local parts store, I think they sell them in pairs, so you're going to be buying a pair of valve cover gaskets. But if you've had it off recently, then you may not have to get a gasket for it. We've had this valve cover off several times in the past year, and so I'm not really too worried about it not coming out. You might have to go around and reach down and just physically touch each bolt with your hand, make sure that it's totally loose. You can see if the valve cover is loose. If it's not loose, you're probably gonna have to, well, you can see how it's moving pretty easily on me. So the only thing that's holding it is the silicone that is put up here between the front cover and the head. So that is what is holding on to it. I'm gonna try to pull this up a little bit. I don't want to stretch that wire out too much. Pull it up there like that to get it to hold. And then the silicone is up here. That's what's holding it. So once you pull up on it like that, then you should be able to just continue to pull outward. Reach underneath the valve cover and pop underneath where basically where this is in line, this molding, and where you see the top one. Just reach down underneath and pop the bottom piece of silicone off. And then once that happens, you should be able to just lift it straight up and out, just like that. So I know that you can't tell, but the camshafts that are in here are actually Detroit rocker camshafts. They make a really good lope for the Mustang. We put those in, I believe it was last year sometime. No. Right here is your VCT Solenoid. And you're going to have to get a T27, if I remember correctly. And take the bolt off that's on the side over here. Right there, there's the torque bit on the side of the VCT Solenoid. Okay, so I got to the T27. I'm going right down here and taking the retaining bolt out. Okay, so you want to be careful with the screw. You don't want to drop the screw at all down in the timing cover. It will, sometimes they will pop out, sometimes they won't, but you can see the VCT solenoid coming up just with me taking the bolt out. So the hold down bolt shouldn't come out of the bracket, but I have seen them loose to where they would come out and fall down into the timing cover. Okay, so once you get the sensor out, then you need to clean the surface of the valve cover. You need to get the gasket material off from both sides of where it was connected at. Go ahead and clean that up. Now in this top one right here, I usually put a rag right underneath there. That way whenever I'm scraping the material off, if I don't get it to go upward, then it will land on the towel. So after you have the valve cover surface cleaned off and you compare your new one with the old one, go ahead and take your new one and stick it back in the hole. All you gotta do is just Slide it right down in there. Then go ahead and take your T27 and go ahead and tighten it up. Then torque it down to about 89 inch-pounds. Once you get that done and you have the surface clean, you get the valve cover ready, get this gasket sealed. If you're not putting a new gasket on it, you're gonna have to clean the gasket because it's gonna have some oil on it. If you do put a new gasket on it, just go ahead and replace it, swap it over, and then make sure that before you put it on, you put a little bit of dab of sealant in those two spots right there. Now I usually put it on the actual head. So just put 2 little dabs, one right here on the top and then one on the bottom right below where the cam gear is. That's all that's needed. Then replace your valve cover and torque the bolts down to 89 inch-pounds. And do everything in reverse the way that you took it off. That's how you change out your VCT solenoid on your 07 Ford Mustang with 4.63 valve. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for me. Like it, share it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching again, everyone.